Hi, folks. You're watching. Oh, you caught me. You're watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels, networks, and platforms. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is
Jay Silverman, Tempe, Arizona.
Jay, and I are falling all over ourselves over the new relaunch, the new and improved Corrido. It's back, and it's back with a vengeance, folks. For those of you who are new to our channel, or if you're new to tequila in general, this brand is beloved by almost all tequila connoisseurs, tequila nuts, um, conocedores in Spanish. This is the relaunch and the rebranding, and I had to nominate it for Brand of Promise and packaging because this rebranding is beautiful.
Love it. This one's even more gorgeous than the Reposado, and it says on the back here, Corrido starts with just one sip. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm ready to start it.
It's got, you know, I like this green color because it gives that, it kind of gives you that Scotch feeling, don't you? Don't you just? It looks
definitely,
yeah. It looks like a bottle of Scotch.
Like Highland Park, honestly, is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
So look at these beautiful oak barrels that are pictured in the back label. That's so cool how they, I mean, that's like dynamic. I like the way they put it in there. But the color of the tequila is absolutely gorgeous. You know, it looks like whiskey. It's a beautiful. I say it looks like whiskey because I've been working with a lot more whiskey these days than I used to. But of course, you know, agave is my true passion.
That's his true passion, folks. Make no mistake. Anyway, we just put the seal on these. We're going to pour it first, then we're going to give you all the ins and outs. I'm going to pour mine in a Glencairn because I'm feeling Scotch Irish. I don't know.
Beautiful little, you know, the color on these labels and the attention to detail with the wrapping with the logo on the wrapping. I was very impressed by that because I see. Because those are a pet peeve. I always get rid of these. I don't like when you'll go to a bar, you'll see half of this still wrapped on the bottle because they just wanted to get that shot going.
Yep.
But I don't like it. I had to clean those up. So, you know.
I love that, you know, even on the ribbon, you know, and you'll always know by the guitar pick, this is like that's a trademark. Even when they first started, they had the guitar pick. For those of you who are Hispanically impaired, corrido is a form of it's a form of a folk song. Okay.
That was very inclusive of you.
Very good, thank you. I try to be woke. Okay. Oh, look at this color, man! Is this not gorgeous?
Yeah, the color's pretty much spectacular because you know it's just enough lightness so that you know you're gonna get some agave in there too. You know. It's like not gonna be all oak. You can tell. You're like, there's something going on here. This is well balanced. The color's well balanced. If that makes any sense. Yeah. You just know that there's gonna be the lightness, but you see the oak, but you see the lightness that's gonna bring the agave forward. In my, not the Bermioli. What do you call this? The
That's yeah. This is and of course this is a Glencairn. So, very familiar color. Legs and tiers, again, are beautiful. I found the legs and tiers of the Reposado very beefy, very thick, and not in a bad way. That's not due to glycerin. That's due to the plant itself. Because even the Blanco, when we did the Blanco last year for 2020, and you can see that video on our YouTube channel, it was spectacular juice. The only thing that was available to us was the Blanco at that time because, Jay, you said they launched in the other two expressions in December last year?
Yeah, it had to be late 2020. And that's when they started appearing on retail shelves in Arizona.
Oh, Lord. Did you get a whiff of that nose?
I was holding out here.
Oh.
I'm ready to go in, though. Yes, it's a lot like the Reposado in the way that it's very inviting and you know, almost like a nice mustiness, but it has very low alcohol, which I like. It's not prevalent, so you get to enjoy the aromas even more.
Very sweet notes of barrel, very sweet,
nice
like
coffee.
Yeah.
Vanilla going on there for sure.
It's just beautiful. Oh my God, it's like it's singing to you.
Yeah, it's gonna open up, I'm sure too. It's
Would you say these are whiskey notes? These are whiskey, not bourbon notes, right?
it's hard to say. I mean, there's some bourbon. It's a little softer, more like a rye than a bourbon.
Okay. That's exquisite. I could nose this all day. Oh my goodness.
But you won't.
No, because I only have so many minutes before I lose you folks. But
I'm ready to try it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's dive in.
Nice legs.
Mm. Oh my God.
Oh. Wow. That is really good. That's the best Anejo I've had in a while. Oh, yeah. That's excellent. Oh. There's a complexity there that it's hard to pin down. It's not what you get in like your typical barrel-aged tequila. There's some nuances there that are really spectacular. I'm telling you. This is it's complex. It's kind of like, moving parts going on here. It's like, it's changing by the moment.
Well, it engages the entire palate. That's what I'm liking. It's not one-sided. It's not one-faceted. There's a lot going on in here. First of all, it's got great mouthfeel, great structure, and it's carrying through from the agave, from the blanco, the repo, and the añejo. The structure is there. It's beefy. It's got a nice medium to long finish.
Very, very good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a touch on the drier side, which is good, And
I like dry.
It's also very pure. I mean, you get nothing, there's no hint of anything, any additive or anything like that. It's very much a pure, natural aged tequila, 100%. Just traditional and well made. But you can, the way with Anna Maria and everything involved, it's like the way they handle these nuances. It's just it's a masterful touch. It really is.
Yes, and she is a master. Make no mistake. For those of you who know who she is, you want to try everything she touches.
Oh, this is getting.
Did it open up?
It's getting better. This literally just took me right back to 2006 or 2007 when I was on my first tour of Jalisco in the Highlands, and I'm sitting on a patio with, Gabe and a couple of the other guys.
You went on the tour.
Nickotinas and just enjoying the hell out of the.
You went on the tour the year after me. What we're talking about is the Blue Agave Tour. The Blue Agave Tour was really the forerunner and front runner of anything that's about tours now. There were no tours in those days.
No, nobody was doing it.
Nobody was doing it, and we all belonged to this particular forum. And I only went the first year. You went on the second tour. You went on this year after.
07, yeah.
07, and I haven't been back since. I mean, I haven't been back on that kind of a tour yet. Since I've been back several times, but
I'm trying to remember. I think it's the Hotel Casa de Arandas that I stayed at. Is that the one that's the popular one right in the heart?
Yeah, that's in the heart, right at the heart of Arandas.
Where I met Carlos Camarena, and he took us all over to La Alteña on the bus, and I was like, I'll ride with you. I'll go in the truck with you, because he's like, who wants to go with me? I'm like, well, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And but it's funny because when that opened up, it just, my taste memory just shot back to like 15 years ago.
See,
that's so cool.
Yeah, but it's the beauty of a well-made traditional tequila.
That's
it evokes memories. When you use additives and you overuse them in the sweetness, it's rare that they evoke any more memories. When you taste something like this, it brings back, favorite stories.
It really connects you to your senses. It really does. That's what happens. It just connected me to my, my memory is connected to my taste. It's connected to the smell and the aroma, and it's really a well-rounded, traditionally made tequila with no additives, in my opinion, and it's just gorgeous. So this is also brand of promise quality for me on 100%. But I Yeah, I really like this new barreling that they're doing, and I'm really glad they brought back the Corrido brand because it was a great brand from the start. They had some unique things going on, beautiful packaging with the guitar pick, and just always a lot of attention to detail. And they're still doing that. I think they're doing it even more now. It's really
Well,
spectacular.
first of all, I think it's a testament to the founder, Brad Hoover, who's no longer with us, has passed on. He had big plans for Corrido and was never able to fulfill them. And then his niece, Sarah Foote, brought it back. I'm not even sure, that was years later, almost 10 years later, she was able to acquire at auction. For some of you who follow Corrido, you'll remember Selena, their VW bus. It was converted. It had like a bar in it and everything, and it was cool. If you peruse our social media on Tequila Aficionado, you'll see pictures of the glamour shots of everybody wanting to take pictures of themselves with Selena. I think that was her name, right? Selena?
Yeah, they're going around doing. They go to different golf clubs and resorts and do the margaritas, and they bring out the samples of tequila, and it's super fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think I ran into them in Old Town, Scottsdale on Cinco de Mayo last year. It was 2020, so I was wearing a mask and trying to see. It was a ghost town. It was. I was in Old Town, and we were the only ones there walking around. It was literally a ghost town. But the Corrido Selena was parked in front of the Mission, and it was, just a fun moment.
This is a spectacular juice. Let me give you the ins and outs very quickly. I'll give you some numbers. It is made at Noam, $14.99. This is a distillery that is preferred by master distillers. Okay. It is a small to medium-sized maquiladora, not very big at all, but it apparently has the right equipment. This is made at Noam, $14.99. It is Casa Tequilera de Arandas. A lot of wonderful major brands come out of there. As a matter of fact, let me check. Penta is one of my favorites. It comes out of there. Mi Genta is also mejor, again, a favorite of mine. Comisario, 1921. That's the newest version of 1921. Many of the brands that have had great runs go back there when they relaunch for particular reasons. Do we know how old this thing is aged at all?
Oh, so yeah. So I was just thinking about that. So there's 18 months in a barrel. And I just think it's so cool. They're using these symphony barrels. I'm gonna ask Sarah what that is, but
I'm getting that information because I got a sell sheet that doesn't have much on it.
Well, they're finishing it with Merlot wine barrels, which is really nice. So that's interesting flavor profile. Doing the wine barrels first. I'm very curious to see how that would taste after the 6 month in the wine barrels, but then they're putting it into oak barrels for
6 months,
12 months after that.
6 months in Merlot. It gives them a color also because Merlot is a darker wine. And then 12 months in symphony barrels. What is the symphony barrel? Explain that to me. Symphony, what is that?
I'm going to try to figure it out.
Does anybody know what a symphony barrel is? Is that
I'm going to say it's probably symphony oak, but I don't know exactly the details, but I believe it's like a nice quality of oak. It leads me to believe that it's a certain variety of oak. Let me confirm. I'm gonna actually try to find out really quick.
Well, I like how they're using it in the copy of the label back here. It says Tequila Corrido was born from the centuries-old heritage of poetic Mexican ballads. That's what a corrido is. Distilled into a symphony of passion and tradition deep within the highlands of Jalisco. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I remember tasting the Anejo originally 10 years ago, and I remember it being sweeter. This, because they're doing something completely different, because in those days, they didn't age anything in a wine barrel. That was unheard of. Nobody could do that because it was not...
Something more popular now with all the Rosas and Código and that sort of thing.
Well, Mi Genta is like a triple barrel, coming out of Napa. And I can name a few other ones that I really prefer that are aged in Penta, for instance, has been aged in wine barrels as well. So
This
Yeah.
reminds me of Penca Azul almost. Remember that time period, the
Yes.
2005 era of Anejos.
Yeah.
And now that it opens up, it reminds me of that type of quality. Like
That was another great
Penca
brand.
Azul, they,
Another,
yeah.
another brand that disappeared. Just never got the traction that it deserved. Um,
Well, they were, hand blown glass bottles. It was a small company, small brand, and they had their niche and they did really well. But I don't know why it didn't continue for whatever reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still friends with.
You know those guys, right?
Yeah, I know them. Uh, I'd like to find. Well, it was a tough road to hoe. This is a tough business, folks. If you survive, if your label and brand survive over 5 to 10 years, and you're still in fits and starts, that's got to say something about the quality. That you just need a little bit of help to push that over. And we're going to try to do our best here at Tequila Aficionado to help. And this is outstanding. What's the price point on this now?
It's gonna be $75. The añejo for $75. I don't know. It was on the shelves in Scottsdale a few months ago, so I'm just going on memory, but right in that neighborhood. It's a little less. It could be less. It could be like 68. I don't know.
You know what?
I know it's not like 90, and I know it's not 50. I know it's like 68 to 75 around there.
It's still worth every penny, though. This is beautiful. The complexity alone is worth $50 to start with.
Yeah, it's really well made tequila. I mean, this is really special. Like
You know what this reminds me of?
Really appreciate them sending this, and
Hey, yeah, please.
I'm enjoying this review for sure. It's very
We got to thank the Corrido family.
really good.
Yeah, Emily Jones who made that happen, who's our marketing director, and of course Sarah for bringing it back, and Jason for helping me out because it was in your backyard. I figured you were the guy to taste this. And you know what, folks, get it. It's a brand of promise nominee. This añejo category. I know we're in an añejo shortage right now. It's just now starting to stabilize. Maybe when it stabilizes even more, you'll see perhaps a drop in the price. We don't know. But it's okay. It's worth every penny. It's a celebratory tequila. Reminds me of Don Pilar as well. I think it's in the same.
It's on that par level. It's on that level of very high quality.
Yeah.
Small brand tequilas. Don Pilar is a great example. When we were tasting the Reposado, the Arete Suave came to mind a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But it's just the quality level it's up there.
Where can people in Arizona taste this?
As far as tasting, definitely the Mission restaurant, North Scottsdale, Kierland Commons, and then in Old Town Scottsdale. Crujente Tacos. I remember Selena did some events over there. I know that Jason over at Crujente and Richie is the chef. I know those guys are big fans of Corrido, and that's a great spot. But also Barcoa downtown, he has bottles of Corrido for sale. And this is a precursor to the full Barcoa, which is going to be right in the heart of downtown Phoenix on Central and Roosevelt, North First and Roosevelt, a block away.
Is that the one you were involved in?
I'm not involved as far as just a big fan, and I might go there and do some tequila tastings. But these guys are really good friends of mine, and they are, building a restaurant, tequila bar, and mezcaleria from scratch. We're talking plumbing, construction, demolition. Still,
oh my God!
Everything is being like gutted in a historic building, and then putting a restaurant in there. That's no easy task. So they've been working on that for at least a year, bringing everything from Mexico too. They're bringing all their decor, the tiles, and the artwork from Mexico, and quite a few other items. But Barcoa, David Taida's place. He's got Grant Gardner helping him out from Flagstaff, and these guys know their agave more than anybody in the 7 million people in Arizona. Those guys are probably in the top 5, top handful of
the top
spirits knowledge. And so if you go there, if you're looking for a bottle of Corrido and you want to learn about the brand and get the full experience, I would head down to Barcoa. But also, it's just you can find it on other places as well. It's great. Trevor's has it in Scottsdale. AJ's probably has it. But yeah, excellent stuff.
Well, we need it here in California, and I'm not sure if they're available, if they have a California distribution yet, but we're going to find out, okay?
I'm going to put it in the comments when this makes it to YouTube and what states they're in, because I know it's probably only a handful of states right now with Corrido.
Yeah, it's
probably Texas. Is it Texas and California? Do you know?
Right offhand, I can't tell you. I can't remember.
Yeah. That's typically like what'll happen with a brand like this is they'll hit Arizona, California, Texas, and then maybe New York. Like Corrido was in New York like 10 years ago when I was at Agave in New York City.
Yeah, that's first taste.
Very special for us,
Yeah. Florida might be another market that they'll go into. Illinois now is a hotbed. 10 years ago, it was not.
True.
But that's keep your eyes on this channel here on YouTube for Tequila Aficionado. Subscribe. Give us a like on the video if you liked it. It helps us with the algorithm, and that's our take. It does. That's our take.
Is there some sort of bell on there too?
Yeah, there's a notification bell. Please hit that.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, smash the like button. Give us a comment as well if you've had it, where you have it. Maybe
if you know the brand, let us know.
If you got
speak out, let us know.
If you got some of the old bottles, do a side by side and give us a comparison. And but that's our take on Corrido Anejo. Thank you so much for the Corrido family for making it happen so quickly. But that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern Cal. That guy out there is.
I'm Jay Silverman in Tempe, Arizona. I'm just going to
helping himself
just a little more. Well, it's really opening up. I'm going to take my time and maybe sit here for another 45 with it. But
yeah, we don't want to do that to you folks because that's just us going, oh God, and if you're listening to us to a podcast, it probably sounds like a porn. Anyway, because all you hear is the mouth noises.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But anyway, if you are listening to us on a podcast, hey, download it wherever you get your podcasts, in Spotify or iTunes, and whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely, friends.